Hey, everybody. Welcome to Making Connections with Aly. Hey. Good to see everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's having a great day. Um, yeah. Avery, you like that picture?
No.
Oh my God, really? Okay, anyway. So, welcome to the show, everyone. I hope everybody's having a great day. I think I already said that. But anyway, listen, y'all know it is fourth Saturday and we do the food show review. And you saw all the different flyers and things going around, at the beginning of the show. What do I need to announce?
I kind of want to know what your book is about, the workbook. There.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Stanley Avengers was out this Thursday at the downtown trick or treat. We know that Hope for All is always in the community. They got their gala going on December 2nd. Um, there is the movie premiere next Friday night, November 3rd in Charlotte. And get your tickets at jcilegacy.com. I'll be on the red carpet interviewing the cast. Then, of course, the book release, the Black Girl Expo, November 11th at the Courtyard in Charlotte. So I'll try to get all that pulled up. While Edgar's talking about his stuff, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you? How's you and the fam? Everybody good?
Everybody's all right. Everybody's all right.
What about
You've
you,
been
people?
traveling.
Yes, I've been traveling left and right, which is one of the topics we're going to talk about. A particular city I spent multiple weeks in. Um, but yeah, my side all good. Hopefully, out there, our audience, everybody is good. We do have resources if you guys need anything. So do
Yeah,
check out the pages. We have links and advice and coaches and tutors and resources and we got a plethora of stuff out there on the pages. So do go check it out.
yeah, and don't forget that this is, Domestic Violence Awareness and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, the flyer that says love shouldn't hurt, it shouldn't. So, I know people are dealing with that. If you need some help or resources, how to deal with that, what to do, what the next steps might be for you, let us know. And, breast cancer is not just a women's disease, it's men too. So everybody should be checking themselves. And you should be not just waiting until October, but make sure you're getting your yearly mammograms if, you have a family history or, if you've come to the age, they say, but I say the earlier the better. So, just,
And, and for guys, if you guys work out, we get those pegs, but at the same time, we do have
yeah.
to check ourselves. It's not like we have to go every year, but if your mom, dad, you have a history, it does carry through the bell gene as well. So let's not forget
And
that.
exactly. In October, breast cancer, but there's all types of cancer, so cervical, all kinds of things. So let's just, we want to make sure everybody's doing well.
Oh, so we can all go travel, and then we'll talk about. Today we'll be talking about a particular city, Las Vegas. So make sure everybody's healthy because you want to go to Vegas and enjoy everything it has to offer.
Yeah, and make some money. Nah.
If you're
don't
lucky,
don't waste your money though. Don't go for
there are
that.
smart ways to play. There are smart ways to play,
Exactly.
but that
All
will be
right.
for another show.
All right, Edgar, what you got for us today?
If you will go to the first slide, today we'll be talking about Las Vegas restaurants. And again, you guys can always check me out at my Instagram to Trey Trejo or at my email, edgar.trejo@gmail.com. So that back there, the back picture is a picture from what they call currently downtown Vegas, which is Fremont Street. A lot of characters around that street, but that was when things started popping and hopping. Some of the first casinos were populated during that street. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, odd characters, you know what I'm talking about. But there is a lot of fun to be had But again, this is Vegas, so if you are 18 and older, please go. Kids, love you, but maybe this is not a city for you. Even though
Right.
they do have kid things, but still, let's be responsible.
Please go responsibly.
So today we'll be talking about Vegas, and particularly the restaurants. If we go to the next slide. All right, Ali, I noticed you don't have your glasses, so I'll go ahead and read. So Las Vegas is a settlement in Nevada that was founded in 1905. It originally opened by the railway to connect Las Vegas and Lake City in 1930. In 1941, Hoover Dam and the first casinos were made. In 1970 to 1998, the explosion grew because of the population. Baby boomers, yay! Love those baby boomers.
Yes.
Um, in 19 and then during that time, you also had what everybody considers Las Vegas originally, the mafia. What you could do and not do around the area. But anyway, 1989 to 2007, the Megorosort era was, which is the mafia slash rat pack scenario. I'm not Italian, so I do apologize if I say some words. Um, so that's the era, and 2007 was technically that type of era, and I was still in high school. I did not know.
Mm-hmm. Not
So
that
that's
long ago.
yeah, and that's the final, according to the history books, for the new chapters. And then we'll be talking about new chapters. We'll be talking about the restaurants. Restaurants in Vegas has always been a great attraction because Las Vegas, 99-cent shrimp cocktails, budget buffets, all started in the first casino restaurant, which is El Rancho Vegas, El Rancho in Spanish. Opened in 1941. You can still see some old relevance from them, but we'll be talking about the restaurants. Now, unfortunately, the budget buffets and 99-cent shrimp cocktails are history, right? Even that city needs to adapt to the new current. But I will be talking about foods that you can affordably buy, but unfortunately, you do have to go off strip. That's why I have the picture of Fairmont Street behind. For those of you who know Vegas, know that the strip is mostly the big fancy high up restaurants like Hell's Kitchen, which by the way, for me personally, is like a hit and miss sometimes because they do do the show there. So I do tend to eat some things that are not cooked by the actual chefs. So it's a hit and miss for me, but it's a great atmosphere to go in. Every casino has their own food court, restaurants, high end steakhouse, etc. And you also have your in and outs like your fast foods outside the strip. So there's always ways for you to budgetly eat around Vegas. So don't be afraid of what you hear nowadays that everything's so expensive. So if I made it with $100 for a week for food, you can make it, and I eat it. And me myself, I'm chubby, so I eat.
I'm chubby. I eat. Yes. Oh gosh. Go ahead.
Any questions before we go to the next slide, Miss Allie?
No, not yet.
All right, before we hit the first commercial, let's go ahead and do the first um, restaurant view. So this is one of the oldest, by the way. All the restaurants that I'll be going on today are historical restaurants. I will give you the addresses and where to find them. But all of these are from thirstlist.com, which is the 14 historic Las Vegas restaurants, old school dining experience. And they still try to hold on to their most affordable prices. So I will try to give you a range of prices as we go through, but each one of them has a specific hook or niche, I guess you can call, because of the theme. Obviously, competitiveness throughout Vegas is a big thing. You will actually find some good customer service here because of it.
Mm,
Ali and I are always looking out for good customer service.
that's very important where I spend my money. Mm,
So the first restaurant we're going to talk about is Grand Court. Now, Grand Court is one of the oldest buffets in Vegas. Now they have a 4.0 rating in Trivago. They mostly have a 4.5 in Yelp and so forth. So they stay around the 4.0 scenario. And as you can see there, that's probably the highest serving rate I've seen for any restaurant. And personally, it's you may walk in as kind of like your mom and pop type of deal, but at the same time, trust me, the food is great. And after you've been wooed and wowed by the smells and the lights, and sometimes you want something familiar. You can always check them out at their particular website. They're located on Main Street Station Hotel Casino, Las Vegas. So that's off the strip. Remember, all these restaurants are a little bit off the strip, so you will need to get taxis. So for those of you who stayed in casinos on the main strip, remember taxis. Taxis to go out of the casinos, Uber maybe to come back in. And when we talk about New York, I always say Uber, Uber, Uber. So in this city, taxi, taxi, taxi. As soon as you get out of the airport, go to taxi. Taxis have the right of way on this city. They know their backs and ends. And for those of you who are been this year, know that there's construction, and unfortunately, there's also protests going on. So the taxis do know and have the right of way on the back end of the casinos. They'll go through the back alleys and so forth to get you to your destination. The construction, because of the Formula One happening here in a few weeks, which is going to be quite exciting. So be prepared. And obviously, everything will go back to normal after the end of the year. And then again, it will be Formula One next November again. Formula One will be in Vegas for the next 10 years.
Mm.
Okay, so do remember that when you do your traveling. Okay, so the prices range here anywhere between 16 to $30, even though the website says 18.26 because they try to consider some fees. Vegas is famous for fees. Do not be surprised by the sticker price and then end up paying $10 more. So do be prepared for sticker price and fees. For certain type of restaurants, if they have a restaurant fee, by law, if you don't want to pay it, you can tell them to take it off. But again, these people are there to make a living, so do
Right.
be balanced on your own tips as well. Be mindful. Now, this particular restaurant is more American international food, so you'll find like I want to say like fusion-ish foods, like taquitos and then some Asian, some noodles and so forth. What I like about Grand Court is they have a big section on desserts, dessert. Mm. But
Yeah.
for those of you who like allergies and stuff like that, you do have your glutens and your vegetarians and your vegans because there is a difference between vegetarian and vegan. Any questions, Alan?
No, I want to see these plates and see what they look like.
All right, if we go to the next slide, we'll get to see a few pictures. Like I said, you see all mom and
Oh,
pop
yeah.
type of scenarios.
I
But
like those type of restaurants though, you know. I mean, they got I don't know, it's just something about the lights and how they have the tall ceilings and stuff like that. I think that's cool.
then you're gonna love the second to last restaurant one I'll show you. But
Okay.
I hope you haven't cheated and going through the slides when I send them in. So
Mm-mm.
I think you'll like the other one. But
I'm
like I
always
said,
surprised with everybody else. I don't look through them.
you have your peach cobbler, your dessert. Like I said, this is the one I go to just eat dessert.
Mm.
Well, all different types of pies and cakes and so forth. Um, so this is like I said, Grand Court. It is located on Main
Now, is it
Street.
Garden Court?
Garden, yes, sorry,
Okay.
Garden Court. It is located at Main Street Station Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas. So it is point 0.4 miles off the strip. Is one of those hotels, casinos that it's if you know where Mod Museum is right next door. So again, everything is in short distance, but like everything in Vegas, if you can walk it, great. If you can't, just because it looks close, just take a taxi. Taxis will drive you for $6 or whatever. They know. They know everything is close, but it is close. Uh, so yeah, that's 38th out of 539 best bites to eat in Vegas. Okay, so don't forget that. But it's also one of the older buffets in the area, so they have a lot of history in that particular place.
Yeah,
All right.
cool.
Before we hit to the next one, you want to do one of your announcements?
Okay. So we're going to have the first commercial is going to be actually the platform that we are associated with is SIBN. You guys, if you've been on the show, you know that there's a little magical person behind the scenes that's doing all these. And when you hear us say Alan all the time, so he's actually going to be hosting a webinar workshop coming up very soon. And so this first commercial is a little bit about that. And so, Alan, if you want to go ahead and show that, and then we can talk a little bit more about it after they see it. So, as you saw, SIBN igniting hearts. I forgot the thing already. I'm bad today, y'all. I'm got a lot of stuff going on in the background, but this is the platform that we use. Like I said, we celebrate our 5th year anniversary, and so maybe this is something you've been interested in. You're like, oh, I wonder how she got started, how she does that. So, we are a station on SIBN. You can have a show, you can have a station. So, we want to build our station as well with other shows under the station. And so, it's just lots of things, lots of different ways you can make money. You can have sponsors, you can promote authors, maybe the video went a little bit quick, but it's also on our Facebook page, Making Connections with Aly. If you need to go back and, just stop and pause it to see what everything is. But it's an early bird special through Tuesday, and then starting Wednesday, November 1st. The early bird is $100. Starting November 1st, it's $135. If you go the day of the recording, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna jump on in there. It's $140. Or you can say, I don't think I'm gonna be available that day, but I do want the recordings of everything that was discussed during the workshop. So you can get the recording for $75. So, but it's something you should probably look into, especially if you're a business owner, if you are an organization leader for the community, different things like that. So, and like I said, it's just so many options that you can do it once a week, 5 days a week, once a month. It's just so many different ways that this can be set up. And so, I know now Alan wasn't my initial, person that I worked with starting it out, but there were some steps I wish I'd have known when I was starting out. And so, we're passionate about helping people get started and get started right. So I think that workshop will be very helpful. So if you want to register, you can email Alan Chaffins at gmail.com. That's ALLANCHAFINS at gmail.com. And so, Alan, maybe you can, before the end of the show, put us some banners with your email and the phone number so they can register. So I don't have to remember it because you know how I am when I get on the
But
show.
I do have a question. So does the next session start this Saturday or Wednesday?
So the session is on November 4th. It's Saturday, November 4th. But there's an early bird pricing until Tuesday, October
Oh, I
31st.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
so that's on the pricing. Yeah. Thanks, Edgar, for clearing that up. But the workshop is actually November 4th. It'll be at 8 p.m. And again, if you want to catch it live, the early bird, you can, pay until the 31st, which will be $100. Then on the 1st, it goes up to 135. The day of, if you decide, is 140, but you can also get the recordings for 75. So it's either way you want to do it. But this is how people are communicating. This is how people are getting their message. And you might be somebody who, want to do a cooking show. Like, we do food reviews and, there we will do some cooking shows, but you might want to talk about being an author. Maybe you've got a library of 25 books. Maybe you do poetry. It's just, something that, people need to, maybe just think about because we're trying to teach people to think out of the box, to be seen, heard, and get paid, right?
Hmm.
Any other questions that you might have that you think maybe some audience member might have?
The only question that I have at the moment is what's the difference between this particular platform and just starting up a broadcast like a broadcast like a little chatting between friends. I guess what's the difference between a recording and a video feed? And I guess it's
I
something
mean,
that
so like you
depends.
can go live, on your page and just, do information. And that's good. I mean, that's one way of doing it. But with this one, there's recordings. You it can broadcast to multiple platforms. Like we broadcast to Facebook and YouTube all at the same time when we're on live. And so, and then you have people like Alan, your engineer in the background. So, like when you have presentations, you're not trying to, because when you go live, you can't really do a presentation. You can just
Mm,
talk, but you don't have the aspect like, we're showing the different restaurants. You don't have the aspect of doing things like that. And, again, there's music that we play, the commercials that we interject. We have sponsors for the show. So, it's a lot more robust in what you can do futuristically.
okay. Yeah, it'd be quite some interest in if you see me, Alan, I'll probably be throwing some questions at you like little monkey rages type of questions. Just for those of us who are spectacle.
Okay, I got you. Just remember, I will see you after the show. No, no, but I mean, it's good information. And like I said, I just think again, it's a little scary because you're like, well, how do I get guests? But we talk about all of that. Alan's going to talk about all of that in the workshop. And
Okay,
any show that, I ever, talked to who wanted to start, I gave them probably more information than they wanted. But, I just think it's good to have that information and to know how to start, how to get your guests, what you should be looking for. If you're a certain theme, again, maybe you just want to interview people who've been through domestic violence, but maybe you're like us and we interview multiple people because we think multiple messages are for our audience. So,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you, Miss Sally. That's a lot of information, and hopefully, a lot of us and people out there will join because it is an interesting platform. I've only been doing it since the beginning of the year here with you, so it is an interesting platform, and I do encourage all of us to, especially for those of you who want to present more, and for those of you who do a lot of lives and story sharing and review sharing and stuff like that already on your platforms. Just this is another step up from that. So I do highly encourage everybody to join.
Yeah. And you can even schedule those things, So it's a lot of options. You got to get in the workshop. It's just $100. And these days when I say if I'm going to spend money or not, I think, what kind of, I think of everything as an investment. What's the return on my investment? And
Sure.
information is life changing. So the information that will be shared will clear up a lot of, confusion or fear. And so, I think, and maybe, you and a buddy can partner up. Like, let's just say, I'm trying to get people in the room because I think everything is important. Say you and a buddy, buddy up, like Edgar pay 50, I pay 50. Somebody goes to the workshop and then we're representing our organization and we bring it back to the organization. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I save money, but still get the 100 investment back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Now back to the food show review with two
So,
Trey Trejo.
so we're going to talk about another oldie but goodie type of restaurant. This is called Chicago's Joe's. So, for over 40 years, this Italian spot has been a crowd regular
That's
back in the
cute.
olden days. A simple classic menu has everything you can need and nothing you don't. Basically, for those of you who like old style Italian with a lot of cheese. They have their Facebook, Yelp, and certifications. So just Google Chicago Joe in Vegas, and a lot of stuff is gonna pop up. They do open on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. No Mondays. No Sundays. Mom and pop. Most of some of these restaurants are mom and pop owned. So you
Right.
be careful and always call for hours, or they do some type of reservation for a certain time. Some of these historic spots do get rent out the entire day or the entire week for specific events. So
Mm,
do be careful. I don't want you going off strip and then you're like, it's closed, or it's they're doing a
right.
movie, or something. So
Yeah.
you can always check out their website at chicagojoesrestaurant.com. They're located on 4th Street, Las Vegas, Nevada. That is off strip, by the way. So if you do a taxi out, Uber back in. Remember, taxi out, Uber
Mm.
in.
That is so cute. Did you eat here?
No, I was actually told by when I travel and go to Vegas, because as you know, I go to Vegas for multiple reasons. One of the it's not a coworker, but one of the conferences that I met, he is a Vegas fanatic. That's how I found most of my information. Now the other one that is purple, I've been to, and it's pretty fun. But this one, no, is so off strip we didn't have time.
Okay. Yeah, you was there for work this time, so.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I do other IT work, so if, that's why I said we have a lot of resources here at the channel. So I do IT work. But no, this is a very. When I heard about it, I was like, "Whoa! I gotta review this for myself." So, this is a very for those of you who mostly immigrants do a lot of their restaurants off their kitchens at the beginning. I remember growing up, I used to go to different people's houses, and those people now have restaurants. And well, here, for those of you who don't know, we're located in Hickory. But now those people that I used to go to their houses to eat at, now they have their restaurants. So it's pretty cool. They started out in their own kitchen. But this is Chicago's Joe's. It's fairly pricey for what it is, in my belief, because it's more of the name. The
Mm,
food, you do have to be like 100% Italian for you to understand some of this food, because it is homemade pasta for everybody. Obviously, homemade pasta is the way you go,
right.
but there is their niche. So for those of you who are gluten free, vegan free, allergic free, this may not be your spot. However, if you're willing to eat what's on the menu, this may be your spot. Again, old school Italians, you know.
Right.
It is kind of smallish inside, so it is a house that was converted into a restaurant and it became a historic site.
It's so cute.
It is. If you go to the next slide, you'll see the ins and outs, and even the plates is like grandma's china. So But I'll wait until the next slide. There you go. As you can see, it's like inside is just you check out all the furniture and just put chairs,
That's
wooden
cute.
chairs. Um, look at the pasta. You can definitely tell it's homemade.
Mm,
It's not,
good.
and a lot of spices and a lot of. Now, when I say spices, that means that it's spicy. It just has different spices to make it different flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those of you who don't know, a lot of Italians do like to eat a lot of fish products. You got your crabs, your shrimps, your different types of fish. So, because Italy, a lot of Italians, live off the coast. So it's not like find your whale and stuff like that. But if you do, you do have a lot of cheese on top of it. Um, well, I'm already hungry. I always get hungry when I talk about this stuff.
Food show review Saturdays be tough. I be telling myself to get up and eat, but I be like, oh, I forgot.
One of these shows we're gonna do in a restaurant, and then we're not gonna be hungry. So hopefully we do that in the
You be
upcoming
talking,
months.
I be eating now.
Uh-huh. Um, yeah, we gotta talk about Aly how we do videos because we're gonna do recordings next year. So as you can see, this is a lot of flavors. For those of you who don't are not used to eating a lot of flavors, who used to like fast food, you're definitely gonna get bloated here. So just take your tongs, relax, enjoy the atmosphere outside. They do have a patio on the back. I didn't get to have that picture, but I did see it when I was talking to the people there. Now, when it comes to these reviews, I'm either talking to people, I'm either reviewing it, or calling the restaurant. So just because I don't physically go to it doesn't mean I don't get the insights of what's going on.
Alright.
So I always try to do my best and do my homework. Okay. For those of you who watch it, and if you see something, know something, or I didn't say something, or correct me, don't be afraid of doing a message. Like Ali said, if I visited this one, nope, this one was a recommendation, but I did talk to multiple people. I even went and talked to the actual um, waitresses there because they do have phone number for you to do reservations to get more insight on the restaurant by myself, so I at least have a connection through it.
Right. Exactly.
They don't offer bread. Bread, you have to pay extra.
They have it. Okay, gotcha. They
Because
don't put it on your table.
yeah, we're used to the old Olive Garden bread as soon as we sit down.
Y'all got some breadsticks coming? Oh,
But everything is also a strong flavors. So for those of you who are also used to Olive Garden flavors, this is gonna be strong flavor,
mm,
strong. And I know and the way they explain it to me, I kind of want to go and try it myself too. Because this may be my actual Italian home cooking. Like we talk about the difference between Tex-Mex and Mexican food. This could be the actual
right,
closest you can get.
right.
Any questions before I go to the next one?
When we going back to Vegas again? I don't think it's on the schedule this year. Dang.
It's not on the
We'll
schedule this
see you
year for us.
Chicago Joes sooner than later.
Now the next one, I have been to it. It's close to the strip.
Peppermill Restaurant. Okay,
Yeah, look at the picture and look at it. All your
that's
purples
cute.
and your blues and
That
um,
reminds me like on a cruise ship. Looks like that. It's got that feel to it.
It does have that type of scenario. However, they did do a remodel, so it's not like when you go there you're gonna smell the old smells. They tried to do renovations and keep it newish. The Disney style. Keep it new, everything new. This, huh?
No, I was just laughing.
This is located in Las Vegas Boulevard at the Convention Center Drive. That's why I was able to go. It's close to the convention centers, and that's normally where I spend my time at.
Okay.
So this has been around since 1972. Look at it. I mean, obviously it's not 1972 product there, but this restaurant has been open since 1972. It is the common place of this whenever you talk to anybody local is to go grab eggs and pancakes.
Really?
Did you ever think of grabbing eggs and pancakes here?
That was not the picture I had. The meal I thought I would be eating there,
You
though.
know, when I first thought about it, I was like, I want a restaurant. I don't want to go to a club. You know, Las Vegas is famous for those particular clubs, but
Right.
yeah, it may look may look that way, but no, it's a restaurant. It just has that feel. It's iconic blues and purples and reds and pink neons, large fake trees. Instantly recognize when you go in. Honestly, I haven't seen anything like this. When I walked in, I feel like I was actually going into a movie set or a show, to be honest.
Yeah.
Uh, so it is pretty cool. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they are open almost 24 hours. They do close if they don't have staff, food, some type of, again, these are historic places, so they do get rented out for actual TV shows or events. This particular one, when I went, wasn't rented out, but the next night it was rented out for a particular event. So the prices, it's just like any other restaurant, to be honest, in Vegas. So you end up spending $20, $30 on a plate. So do watch, be mindful. And when I say plate, that includes your water and your drinks and any appetizers that you share with your friends and family. If not, you end up spending $60, $70 by yourself.
Cool. It's really cute.
If you go to the next page, you'll see the inside. I had to do specifically pictures just for the inside.
Okay, okay. Pancakes and eggs, huh? Okay.
So yeah, when I heard that this is famous for pancakes, I'm like, what? No way.
I like their
But
little seating and the different, it's different, It's not your
mhm.
typical restaurant.
They also do cocktails, mixed cocktails, cocktails that do fire, cocktails that have smoke bubbles, cocktails that look like you're drinking some type of chemistry liquids. So it looks all different, all futuristic. I think might be the right word. Futuristic with the mix of the old 80s
Mm-hmm.
colors. Like I said, you can definitely tell you're different. You're not in Vegas, but you're in Vegas kind of vibe.
Hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
If we go to the next slide, it'll be the actual food. I had to change the colors to get your own mindset differently so you can just see the food. So the
Well,
next slide will actually have the food. So again, if you see the cocktails there, like I said, if you're drinking different types of chemistry sets, you still have your eggs and bacon there, which they're famous for. I think that comes out very quickly. They must have been pre-made because that's what everybody goes to. I particularly had the sandwich in the middle, which is just toast and Philly style with my fruit. Then you have your French toast. It's a lot of breakfast, honestly, foods that people cover in here. Unrealistic. So, um, but yeah, so a lot of breakfast foods here and a lot of luncheons, all the time. So, this is a very cool spot to go to after a long walk or a
yeah,
long party.
sweet. That looks so cool. I just want to go to Vegas and just eat.
Yeah, you go to Vegas to eat, shop, play, and watch entertainment.
Yeah, they got plenty of all of it.
Mhm. You just need green. That's why I said be responsible for your playing. And if you do play, they join a club or join some rewards. Because even if you do lose your money, at least you get something. An
Right,
extra night at your hotel
right.
or a discount at a restaurant or freebies. If you go to Caesars, there's Caesars Club, and then you get like merchandise. So
Right. So let's take a second and talk about that, that responsibility part. We love for people to enjoy life, but, we have to do the same thing. We have to be responsible. We have to plan ahead. You know, some of us have, an amount that we know we're going to spend. And like maybe once we lose that, that's it. We're coming out. Some of us have just a pocket of money set aside. Like, this is my play money. This is my bill money. Over here is where I take the money to play, eat, whatever. So, you just got to figure out how to do it. It's not that you can't do it. You just got to figure out what works best for you and make sure that, all your bills are paid and you come back home okay. And you're okay with losing this amount of money. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't, it's just for entertainment purposes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just make yourself feel better. That's it. It is a vacational spot.
Right. Right. But people can get caught up and just be like, oh, no, give me that 20. I think it's gonna hit now. You never know, okay?
When I was there, unfortunately, the guy, and I mean, these couples just live at the slots. Ended up winning $1 million in the slots, but we don't know how much money they actually put in.
Right.
So, just because you see someone next to you win doesn't mean they might put more money of their own money in just to win that 1 million. So we don't know.
Yeah. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program.
Actually, back to a commercial. The next restaurant is my last one.
Okay, so I think the next commercials you'll be seeing are, I don't know exactly. I can't remember. One is going to be from the downtown trick or treat event that happened in downtown Albemarle this week. There's a group that we partner with, Stanley Avengers, and so they're actually out this morning doing. They're about preserving our neighborhood. They're about preserving our heritage. So that's like one of the things that they're doing. And so they're actually out in the neighborhood cleaning up different streets, and you can adopt a street. And so they're just trying to do different things. They offer financial workshops. They did the second chance workshop that you heard we talk about earlier in the year, just a couple months ago. They were on talking about it. So it's a lot of things they're doing in the community. So the first one might be from the leader, Dion, who is Nick Fury. And so from the Avengers, and then, some shots with some of the kids that came by the table. And then the second one is ITU, Independent Trading University. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Making Connections with Aly. Awesome. And then we have one more commercial. We're gonna go.
Hello,
ahead.
wonderful listeners of Making Connections with Aly. I have something truly special to share with you today. Have you ever dreamt of financial success and didn't know where to start? Look no further than Independent Trading University. At ITU, we offer a diverse range of courses, from Forex basics to advanced technicals, along with comprehensive fundamentals education, mindset coaching, health and wellness guidance, plus stock and crypto trading strategies. That's right. Everything you need for a well-rounded trading journey, all in one place. Our mission is clear, helping you make extra income by learning the art of trading. Join us today at solo.to/independent trading guru and take advantage of an exclusive pre-sale. $50 for undergrad students looking to trade part-time, and just $75 for career traders ready to dive in full-time. With ITU, you'll master the art of making consistent income from the markets. This is your chance to start building a brighter financial future. Are you ready to transform your trading game and take control of your financial future? Look no further than Independent Trading University, your one-stop destination for comprehensive Forex education and so much more. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced trader, we've got you covered. We believe in a holistic approach to trading success. Gain a deep understanding of market fundamentals, master your mindset, and prioritize your well-being. We're here to support your growth every step of the way. And let's not forget about stocks and crypto. Discover exciting opportunities and learn strategies to make extra income. The best part? We're running a limited time pre-sale for new students. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to gain the skills, knowledge, and support you need to succeed. Ready to make connections with your financial future? Visit our website at solo.to/independentTradingView to secure your spot in our pre-sale today.
Yes. So the sound got lost somewhere in translation from the Nick Fury video, but I think you got the picture. It was an awesome event. It was amazing turnout. Everybody was running out of candy because we did not expect to see that many children, but they were so cute. They had a costume contest. It was just a great time. And so that was a lot of fun. So, and there's a lot of people like, Dad, that's Nick Fury. So he was pretty popular that night. And then Independent Trading University, we always talk about getting you and your family in a better financial position, which this is another way. But listen, it's not your average everyday Monday through Friday type deal. You have to think out of the box. You have to be willing to, get the training that you need. And you can do it on your own. Absolutely. All these things you can do on your own, just like we said with going live. But it's something about being in a community and being around people who know the ins and outs and who can educate you and tell you what to look for. And so being a part of that community is priceless. So those guys talk about fundamentals. They talk about the different, we talk about mortgages. We talk about gas prices. We talk about, the new thing that's forming bricks. So it's a lot of good information that goes on in that community. So I'll definitely put the link of all these things in the description of the video. You can reach out and make sure you tell them Making Connections sent you. One other thing I did want to say about even like going live, like on this platform, we actually are being broadcast. I talked about Facebook and YouTube, but actually being broadcast to like 180 countries. And so, like, I can look at the insights on our platform, even with Facebook, and see that people from Nigeria, people from Australia, different places are. So, your live broadcast only broadcast to like your 1,000 friends, your 500 friends, whatever. But this is really, the arms are long and wide. So, all right, Edgar, back to food review. Unless you have any questions, you are muted, dear. Oh, he left me. Okay, so while he's coming back, I'm sure he's coming back. Probably, there you go. There he
We
is.
here?
All right.
All right. I was wondering where I went. I'm going to need a little help saying this one. Batista
That's how I was going to say it. Batista's hole in the wall.
is the actual name of the restaurant. So I think this is where they got the whole unlimited breads and salad sticks situation.
Really?
So anyway, so this is an old Italian again. Well, it's Vegas. The historics, they're gonna be Italian. Sorry guys. there are other ethnicities restaurants out there. I just can't do that. I stuck with historic.
Mm-hmm.
But if next what is this? November? October? Next October I'll do some other Vegas thing.
I like Batista's hole in the wall already. All dinners include free house wine.
Yep. So
No.
it's an old Vegas location from 1970. Back when the strip was, starting. You'll find pictures. It's actually pretty close where, in the east side of the strip. So it's pretty cool. You'll find old pictures signed by old types of famous artists and actresses and singers and even mob bosses back in the day. So it's an old Italian. Can you guys hear me? Sorry.
Yeah.
this connection. I guess there's some losing connection over here.
Oh, you're good.
So this is an old location. There's fairly friendly Italian food, very strong like the other one, like I stated. They're open again Monday through Friday, certain type of schedule. They're more of a dinner situation. There are reservations because it's so famous, so do call 702-732-1424. Or you can visit their website. Um, see if I can read it correctly at BistasLasVegas.com. Batista LasVegas.com. They're at East Flamingo Road. Okay, so it's not that far off the strip, depending on where you're located or where you're staying at, like Quaid or Planet Hollywood or Paris or New York, New York.
So we are talking about Batista's Hole in the Wall there in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so I think Edgar disappeared for a second. Alan, while he's doing that, while he's let's go to the next slide. Let me just see if I can pick up. Alan, take me to the next slide. Thank you. That's pretty. So this is Batista's Hole in the Wall in Las Vegas. You know, he said that there were different pictures on the wall, different people, famous people, mobs, bosses, all kinds of people that have come in and taken pictures and signed records, signed photos. And so, yeah, that's a nice interior. You can tell the history there. So this is Batista's Hole in the Wall. Um, let's see. He did say reservations were required because it's so popular. So you definitely want to do reservations. Hi, Edgar. I was just
All
talking
right.
about some of the ambiance and the pictures and stuff on the wall.
Yes, for sure. Like I said, you can find all sorts of things on the wall. They are like I said, very unique. You'll find signatures of very old artists and actresses, and like I said, even some mob bosses. I didn't know there were mob bosses. Honestly, it's just people I went to eat with. Oh yeah, some mob bosses. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know the history of the mob bosses. I should, but I don't. With them, you also have the regular special, which is a house wine. That's why I say you can have house wine. Part of your food. A lot of people like wine. Some people don't. I didn't have the wine because I'm not a wine person. I do like Mystique. I do like my sweet wine, but I didn't have any. And then you have your salad, your garlic bread, and your cappuccino. If you like cappuccino, I did have a cappuccino because it was late at night. But again, I think this is where they got the whole endless breads and salad situation because they're older than Olive Garden themselves. Um, like you already went. Yep. Okay. So you already went to the next picture. Like I said, this is another place that I just had to show just the atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
Reservations is a must for sure. Like this spot got rented out by vendors on one section, so we had the luck of getting in there.
Oh,
Now they put everything on the wall. It's like a mixture between Olive Garden food, old Cracker Barrels, signed, and mom and pop. Let's just put this here because I have no spot to put it in. If you go to the next slide, was this very straightforward Italian food. Um, Straight out, you have your seafood,
pastas. Looks
your
like
pastas,
there's
your
some
old style
pepperoni.
pasta, like you see in the middle. You have your greens, your bread, meatballs, with a bunch of cheese.
Truly.
And then you have your calamari on the right with pasta and with actual sauce, octopus sauce. and then you have your dog pasta at the top left, and then you have your standard um, Italian desserts. Like, what is that one that's
For
coffee?
the tiramisu.
Thank you, tiramisu. All very lovely flavors. Lovely flavors. Now, when I say lovely, or wonderful, this is a place to go.
He says lovely with a smile. You want to
Lovely.
try it.
But again, these are like $20 plates too, so don't be surprised when you get the ticket when you order everything. But you get all that free stuff too, so it's not like a big shocker.
I was gonna say, because I mean, if you go to Olive Garden, you're pretty much getting a $20 plate. $14.99,
Hmm.
$15.99. I mean, it's not far off. And like you said, with the extras, so
Yep.
it's a worthwhile investment. I think I would get a return on my investment. Very happy, satisfied palate.
May have to get a taxi for Aly after we get done with the restaurants.
Where we going now? Okay,
Doggy bag.
that part.
No, but hopefully I'll take you to the neon place. I think you'll like that one just because of how we are. We do the
Yeah,
bells and stuff.
yeah,
That's Peppermill restaurant. But I think you'll like that one.
yeah. I want to go to all of them. I want to go to Chicago Joe's. I want to go over here to the Bautista's, Hole in the Wall. We gotta hit all of them.
Huh? Just say the word. Well, first off, we gotta make sure everybody's straight before we leave, because you know how it is. The world ends when we leave.
That's why I eat. No, I'm just but yeah, well, thank you, Edgar, again. Awesome reviews, awesome. Just I just think the show is cool because it shows people, reminds people about the authenticity of different foods, and then the blend of the foods, and just the different things that you can look forward to, and just be willing to try it. So if you don't like it, it's okay. You don't like it, but what if you love it? You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's good to, and all the different places that you go, and because you're highlighting not only the food but the city as well. So just remind us of places that we can go and dream about.
Mhm. And for those of you listening, I traveled to New York City, Atlanta, now Palms Beach, Florida, and Las Vegas every year.
Yeah,
And Allie knows because she's attached to me on some of those.
yeah,
I go every year. So that's because of work, personal stuff. But when I do vacations, I still go to the same places because they're all touristy. So maybe I hit some middle cities like Dallas, Texas, or I may do something in the middle of the state. I don't even know any cities in the middle of the country.
what did people in Wisconsin and Missouri and Dakota, what do they eat?
What do they have? Yeah, I may follow Six Flags around because I think their amusement parks are Six Flags. So we'll see. It's almost the end of the year. I'll try to do something special for December. But this has been a pleasure, a great platform, and I have many things to add on, and hopefully the upcoming year will bless to do more actual cooking, as we kept saying.
Absolutely. And so make sure you tell them where they can find you again, where they can
Uh,
find
you go to Instagram to Joy Trejo, or my email edgar.trejoangel@gmail.com, or just Google me. I Googled myself yesterday. One of our videos popped up.
Okay.
And I mean, Mr. Trey Trejo out there in Los Angeles, Uncle. If you see this, because when you put Trejo, you get Machete Trejo coming up. If you see
Yeah.
this, let's do a video because I know your restaurants, I know your taco stands and your donuts. So if you see this,
Let's
for
do it
you.
because we're fans. We're like your uncle too. You're connected. You're related to who?
So if
But
you
yeah,
see this, let's do it, because it was funny though. Because yesterday I Googled just to see what my name pop up, and one of our videos popped up. Obviously, he's still number one, but like, oh, My video popped up.
Right. You're coming up. Yes.
So
I
maybe we
love
can
it.
get more advertisement out there.
Yeah, so definitely follow to Trey Trejo. Like we said, send messages either to his Instagram or to this Facebook page, about restaurants you think are interesting or, you might want us to review or you've heard about or you've been there. And, sometimes we might just throw out like family favorites, like from you, our family, who are listening,
Or
yeah.
the opposite, if you're thinking about opening up a restaurant or a food truck, or you don't know where to start, or if you should start, or what type of studies you need to do, we do that too.
Yeah, definitely reach out for resources. And I tell you that information, it is just it's worthwhile taking that investment, making that phone call, sending that message. It'll change your life. So definitely do that. So I definitely want to remind everybody about the workshop that's happening. Registration, you can call 336-937-1891. It's happening November 4th. It is a virtual workshop, so you can do it from the comfort of your home. It's at 8 p.m. on November 4th. So definitely call that number to register. Early registration ends on Tuesday, October 31st. So early registration is $100, goes to 135 after that, 140 the day of, or you can get the recordings for $75. But still, go ahead and register and say you want the recording so he can make sure that you get those in a timely manner because it will be really, 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 really good information. Um, Also, don't forget that Making Connections is going to be at the movie premiere November 3rd in Charlotte. There's two movie premieres. One is November 3rd in Charlotte. The other is November 19th in Greensboro. And so on the one on November 3rd is where I'll be on the red carpet. Edgar might be there too. He's being quiet about it, so you never know. But it will be. It's the movie premiere of Office Secrets. It will be at the Stage Door Theater at Bloomingthal Performing Arts Center in Charlotte. Again, Stage Door Theater. But go to jcilegacy.com in order to get your tickets. Alan just be talking about me and I don't be talking about her. But go to jcilegacy.com for your tickets. Get them now. VIP section has sold out, so people are buying tickets. The tickets are only $35, so definitely get your ticket. Listen, last thing. Excuse me. Aly was part of a book anthology. It's happening at the Black Girl Expo. We're doing the book release. Um, you can pre-order the book. It's on November the 11th. Again at Courtyard in Charlotte on Woodlawn Road. You go to herfiretour.com. Those tickets are only $20. Go to herfiretour.com, get your tickets. But listen, we are on a mission this weekend to become best selling authors. So if you pre order the Kindle version this weekend, it's only $2.99. I think Alan may have the link. If not, I'll definitely put it in the description of the video. But this weekend, pre order, call your friends, ask them to pre order. We're trying to get to be bragging rights to be the best selling authors. So that's really cool. So this weekend, $2.99. After that, we still would like for you to pre-order the book. It's gonna be awesome. I've been kind of slack, but I'm gonna get my stuff out there with my contact information where you can pre-order. My chapter is called "Thou Shalt Fire Up Her Finances," and so I'm excited about that. So herfiretour.com for the tickets for November 11th. I will put in the description of the video where you can get the Kindle version to help us get best-selling rights. And so, Edgar, any questions about that? I know you said you had a question about the
No,
good.
no. The question was you said earlier about the movie on the 19th. What was that one about? Is that the same one as the third? You said two movie premieres. That's why.
So it's the same movie premiere. They're just doing it at two different locations. They're doing one in
Cool.
Charlotte on the 3rd and the other one on the 19th in Greensboro.
Cool. Cool. All right.
All
Mm,
right. Well, you guys know we're making connection with Allie. We're here every Saturday at 12 noon, every Monday at 2 p.m. And we also always do a fun show on Thursdays, some kind of rerun on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Listen, I think the last time or a couple weeks ago, we were at like 700, but now we're at 752 followers. We're trying to get to 1,000, so the numbers are increasing. So continue to share our videos, continue to invite your friends to the page because we want to get at that 1,000 mark because that algorithm for Facebook changes and more people will see our content because this is good content. The people that come on the show really give their all. And so they're always trying to share and they're in the community. So we want to make sure that their stories get heard as well. Edgar, any last comments before we go?
nope. That's all I have for today. It's been a pleasure as always.
All
And
right.
remember, stay hungry.
Stay. Ooh, I like that. Stay hungry. That can apply to a lot of things. I like that. Stay hungry. But don't forget, Edgar's every fourth Saturday we do a food show review. So make sure you remember that every fourth Saturday. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. And until next time, as always, we're leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes. Have a good day, everybody.